books! Oh no, it's my dream to have a library in my house and he destroyed the books! Hey guys, welcome back to more Chasing You, and we're going to jump right into the finale of season 1. So, it says you know who the culprit is, but can you prove him guilty? I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm worried about it. So, okay, so I guess they're saying that our Uncle Charles is the culprit, but we just have to figure out how to pin this on him, especially with everything that we've done. Kind of mess up the investigation. I don't know. This isn't over. Miss Harris, I knew about Charles's debts to the casino. Why did you keep it a secret from me? Because you were all spending all of your time with Miss Harris. All things considered, where did you get that offer from? I don't know, but I like it. I just wonder where I got it from. All things considered, we think Charles killed Auntie to get the inheritance. But weren't you supposed to get it? We think that he didn't know that. Also, he tried to kill her. What makes you think it was him? The result came in from the lab. His fingerprints were found on the watch. When he felt to kill me, he decided to set me up. Sam and I found the fake interrogation record. In it, Martha claimed to have seen Melody kill Lynette. We think that Charles agreed with the commissioner to split the inheritance. Sorry. Goodness. Okay. Split the inheritance. That young, ambitious idiot. You mean Charles or the commissioner? A bit of both. I believe he promised Martha some money as well, didn't he? Oh.
Someone's at front door.
Okay. Oops. Sorry, that was my lunch from Salada. So, why did she act so stupidly then? She probably thought she was smarter than everyone else. Charles told her to disappear for a while, but instead she decided to pull something off. And when it didn't go as planned, she panicked and did some really dumb things. And blamed it all on the man who has forsaken her. He grinned at Frederick, who was peacefully drinking tea. Yes, I also made a mistake. So what do we do now? Everyone looked at you. What exactly do you intend to do, Melody? Well, to find a solution or to feel safe for once. You need to find a solution. What problem? Am I the only one who wants to lock Charles up? This isn't your responsibility, Melody. But why? We've done so much already. The three of you shouldn't have been involved in this at all. He looked at you, Alexander, and Rachel. I'm still not sure if your involvement was for better or worse. Nevertheless, I'm grateful for the information you brought to light. But that is the end of that. Leave this to the police. Well, under the police, I almost got murdered. Like, that wouldn't have stopped him from framing me at all, so... If anything, I'd still be sitting in a jail cell right now. If we hadn't decided to act, so... I don't know about that, but sure. We'll find Charles and deal with him the proper way. Understood? Alexander crossed his arms on his chest and looked menacingly at the detective. Oh yeah, okay. Powerless rage seemed to ooze from him in all directions. Rachel extended her hand to reassure him. She gently touched him, to which he gave a slight nod. The friendship between Alexander and Rachel is restoring. Is there a chance that it wouldn't be? Like, like maybe if I was like mean to Rachel and like told her she shouldn't be around for the investigation, would Alexander then would he not be as inclined to improve that relationship? Or is it improving because I'm not in a relationship with him? But surely that wouldn't, I don't know. I wonder what factors can enhance that. Because if there's a banner, there assumes that their relationship could also be deteriorating as well. Can we go then? Of course. Sam and I have a lot to discuss. And do keep in mind, you are still prohibited from leaving the country. With a gloomy nod at the detective, she left the room. Alexander paced around the room, having seemingly completely forgotten all about you. You and Rachel quietly sat on the bed, trying not to so much as breathe in his direction. Finally, he stopped and blinked in surprise. Girls, why are you still here? Well, you were walking so confidently that we thought you were about to say or do something. He ran his fingers through his hair. I have nothing to say or do. It's infuriating that he's right. We have done a lot of stupid things and it's still unclear how this will turn out. Alexander, didn't you want to be the first to solve this case? You can't just give up. I mean, even if you did. Sure, I'll say that. I failed at that. Goodman already knew almost all the things we told him. He clenched his fist as he looked past you. Alexander, maybe it's time to stop pretending to be a detective. This won't bring your father back. Interesting. He raised his hand, stopping her from continuing her sentence. This isn't the time to discuss this, Rachel. Please, not now. The girl glanced at you with a soft sigh. Is his father's murder, is that solved? Because if it's not, that's what season 2 could be about. We could be solving what happened to Alexander's family. That'll be interesting. And then that slight bit of time that his mom and stuff were introduced, that will make a lot more sense because then they will be, bigger characters in the next season. There's a thought. Could be a thought. The girl glanced at you with a soft sigh. Rachel, you'll tell me everything later, right? Was this before you, changed? Alexander immediately turned to face you. Rachel, did you tell her everything? Well, it sort of just happened. He quietly studied your face for a while, then shrugged. Well then, at least now we don't have to hide anything from one another. Thanks for trying. Thanks for completely nullifying my efforts. Rachel menacingly frowned at him. What difference does it make? You're leaving soon anyway. Alexander's shoulders tensed up a little. What do you mean? The funeral is tomorrow. Frederick found what he was looking for. Goodman and Sam also sort of have this case figured out. The only thing left is to arrest Charles, and that will be that. Nothing's really holding you here. He nodded thoughtfully, looking past you. However, there is one last thing I need to do. Which is? I need a rope, not too thick, preferably out of hemp. Do you have one around here? I guess. What for? He grinned, raising your chin with his fingertips. It better not be to try to time it. Every freaking time with him. Dude, you're not tying me up again. What is up with him in bondage, dude? That would be fine if I was into him. But I'm not. So you're not tying me up. I'm sorry. We're gonna role play for a bit and tie you up. We'll go get that rope. No, not a fan. He teasingly blew on your nose. Don't worry, I don't have any insidious plans for you. Do you remember how you barged into my room through the wall? That's not something you forget. You could have broken free from the belt, but you didn't. Why? I wish I would have known I could have broken free. They didn't give me that option because I definitely would have. What do you mean I could have? It was impossible. And why do you think that was? Because you're inexperienced. And that's terrible. What if next time you're going to be bound by someone less good-natured? I wouldn't exactly call you good-natured. Alright, if you're good-natured, then I'm the Queen of England. I'll leave your snarky comments aside. I won't be able to sleep peacefully until I'm certain that you know how to get out of a bind. I don't know what to think, whether he's trying to help or he's just being really, really weird again. My bet is on really, really weird though. Oh my gosh. No, you're not tying me up. Unless other people are in the room, I am not going to be alone with him tied up. Absolutely not. I can understand that if we're going to continue on with this detective work, but I don't trust him. Allow me to conduct a little demonstration. Nothing more. You squinted at him and stood up. At the end of the day, he's right. I am clueless. I'll go fetch the rope. Half an hour later, when you returned, Rachel had already left. Oh, nope. I need to go get Rachel because no, absolutely not. Oh my god, I don't. And imagine, if, again, Sam walks in. Like, what does he think? Oh, he sees me tied down to the bed. Again, even after I told him last time was an accident. How many accidents can you have? It's like, oh my god. Where did Rachel go? She says she'd have no part in my perversions. That means I need to go too. Run. Can I also have no part in them? Yes, please. Not a chance. Sit on the bed and get ready. I don't want to get on your bed, dude. I don't like this. He inspected the rope, grimaced, and approached you. First step, be in control of the process. If your hands or legs are being bound, tense them up as much as you can. If it's your chest that's being bound, take a deep breath. In case of risk, cup your palms against each other. I'm like trying to figure out because I think I understand what he's saying. Okay, so if your wrists are being bound, cup your palms against each other. Okay, yeah, that does make a little bit more space. That's true. Yeah, so if you have a little bit of wiggle room, then maybe you can get out of it, but what about if it's like a zip tie? The coarse surface of the rope went down your shoulders, lightly scratching your skin. Don't play this music. Don't play this music. No. Oh, absolutely not. No. Lightly scratching your skin. His shoulder pressed against your cheek when he reached for your wrist. What to do? Tighten the muscles. Stay focused. You took a deep breath and suddenly tensed your muscles, resisting the rope. Good girl. One thing to note, though. You want to do it in the least noticeable way possible. He stood up and thoughtfully cocked his head to the side. Step 2. Okay, good text message. Step 2. Try to untie or cut the rope on a nearby piece of furniture. Well, now let me just put my phone on silent so it's not bugging me. Thank you. Try to untie or cut the rope on a nearby piece of furniture. Is this going to come in handy later? I feel like they wouldn't put this part of the story if we weren't going to be tied up later. Even if not this season, sometime in next season. Try to untie or cut the rope on a nearby piece of furniture. If your chest is bound, try to raise your arms to it to lift the knot. Under his supervision, you relaxed your hands and felt the tension from the rope ease up. The ends of the rope tickled your fingers. You grabbed onto them and slowly pulled down. Good. Keep in mind, don't run away immediately. First, wait for the right moment to escape. Secondly, your muscles need some time to restore the blood flow. I'm kind of concerned, should I be writing this down? I love to write things out. Oh wait, I don't even have my notebook out, dude. Not acceptable. Always need to keep notes. Or was I writing notes here? Okay. I think I can remember this, but he clasped his fingers around your biceps of your right arm and gently squeezed. Because otherwise, running around would be tough as hell. I understand. Oh, and the most important thing. He leaned over you again, reaching behind your back with his hands. You felt the already loose rope tighten around your wrist again. Don't get into a situation where you get tied up. If you're unlucky enough to come across a professional, you're gonna have a bad time. That's definitely a romantic relationship. With this music playing, I don't trust that option. Nope. Let me go. You promised a simple demonstration. You heard a brief exhale right next to your ear. The rope loosened again, this time completely freeing your hands. Okay. Normal music. Normal music. Thank you. I hope you learned from this. Well, I do have a general idea now. He frowned as he coiled the rope. A general idea is barely enough in my opinion, but when he coiled the rope, you coughed awkwardly. Now is probably not the best time, but the funeral's tomorrow. Will you come? He nodded without hesitation. It could be dangerous. Sam and I will be on the lookout. You sighed, nodded, and stood up to leave. Okay. We got out of that. When you were at the door, he said, Melody, please be careful. Alright, peeps. I will. The next morning, you could barely get up. From the other side of the mirror, a tired and scared girl looked at you. Stop it, Melody. Auntie wouldn't approve of this mood. Be brave and give a speech at the funeral. Oh gosh. With a small sigh, you open the closet. Elegant dress. Oh, that's so nice. Gothic dress. That's so cute. That reminds me, this is like the stuff I wore in high school. Or a simple dress. Also cute. Let's wear this one though. It's all fancy. You looked around the relatives gathered around the spatial hall. Most of them were planning to come to her birthday. And then it turned out like this. Yeah. They're all upset with you, Sam. What were we supposed to do? Put them in the house when the investigation is taking place? You could have at least warned them. They would have come for the funeral anyway. You awkwardly intertwine your fingers, trying not to look at the coffin. The guys were standing even closer to you, as though enveloping you in a cocoon of sympathy. Rachel pulled you closer while holding your hand. Well, we'll constantly be by your side, I promise. This is so strange. I look at you guys and I see that I lost the only family I had. But in turn, I gain friends, allies, love. I'm a romantic love. You looked away before your eyes would give away who you meant. The guys remained tactfully silent. Once more you started looking for familiar faces in the crowd. We need to be careful in case Charles shows up. I still don't know how he found out about that we knew everything. Maybe he's not a complete idiot after all. Do you think he'll be back? Does he have a reason to return? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. You squinted at the crowd, but I know how to find out. Sam followed your gaze and saw Eliza and Dante standing against the wall. You think they'll tell you something they didn't share with the police? Either way, what would we have to lose? Sam shrugged and you made your way towards the two. They both recoiled a bit at your approach. Melody, is something wrong? Can we help you? If you're referring to the funeral, no. I wanted to ask you something. You want to know where Charles is? You turned to him. We really don't know. The last time we saw him was a couple of days ago. You know, her character model looks so much better this way. I'm so glad I didn't romance either of them, though. That's just strange. So we saw him was a couple of days ago. Can you be more specific? Eliza thoughtfully rubbed her fingers together. I think it was when he gave me my earring, right, Dante? Yes, in the morning, before his car went missing. You blushed mentally, recalling the wrecked car. Honestly, I shouldn't even feel bad about that. Pretty sure he's trying to kill me and imprison me, so any remorse I could have had is long gone. The two of them glanced at each other and sighed at the same time. Melody, we wanted to tell you something. Eliza and I are going to leave the country as soon as the police allow it. What? Why? For many reasons. Are you going to be together? Eliza froze like a deer in the headlights. What do you mean? You sighed and mustered the courage to say, I know about you and your relationship. And I... Teach their own. It's fine. It's fine. They can do their own thing. Don't blame me. I have no right of doing so without being in your shoes. They were silent for a while, digesting this information. Such a relationship is difficult to understand. You nodded, wrapping both of your hands around yourself. When will you return to England? Dante squeezed Eliza's hand in his own. I don't think we will want to return, Melody. We already, for a while now, basically that childhood friendship has been long gone between us. She lowered her gaze. Although I deeply regret it. we have to start living our own lives. But Eliza shook her head. We're not changing our minds, Melody. We have nothing to do here. Your relationship with Dante and Eliza isn't close enough to make them stay. How exactly is it supposed to be any closer without me romancing either one of them? I wonder if we had made them stay, then potentially we could use their help in next season. That's something worth investigating. But I can't think of any other way besides like outright romancing them to get your relationship high enough, because they were barely in the season to begin with. Ugh. Gosh. That's weird. And how far do you have to romance them? Because I think you can do the first romance with Dante. Ugh, don't want to. Gosh. I don't even know. Like, how far do you have to go with that? I guess I could play it a couple times to try to test that. Or check the walkthrough or something. That's interesting. You bit your lip as you looked at them. Melody, the sermon's about to start. You return to your spot in the front row. I mean, I guess that's that. You spent the entire sermon looking at Auntie's coffin. The priest said something about spiritual intimacy in a better place, but you weren't paying attention, allowing yourself, just for a little while, to succumb to grief. There were no tears. Perhaps you should thank your friends for that. They were sitting alongside you, giving you brief, supportive glances. Suddenly, Rachel nudged you. Melody, your speech. Only now did you realize that everyone, including the priest, was expectantly looking at you. You had to go up to the stand, ignoring your trembling knees. You held the paper with the speech and shaking hands. What to do? Improvise, read from the paper. It's logic though, right? Interesting. Okay. Look at the prompt again before setting it aside. It's somewhat silly to read a speech off of paper, huh? Especially at the funeral of Annette Sewell Harris. Have you ever seen her take prompts from anyone? You got several chuckles from some rows. She was the strongest person I knew. The most daring, the most reliable, and the kindest. Raise your hand, those whom she helped at least once. Almost everyone raised their hands. This is the legacy she left us all, the memory of her through her actions. I will keep this memory until my last breath, and I hope so will you. Annette deserved it. You returned to your spot to the loud applause. Alexander leaned over your Aderwit and whispered, I don't know about the rest, but those guys clapping in the corner are some serious businessmen. You have earned the approval of Annette's partners. This will definitely come in handy later. Good thing you managed to earn their approval. Interesting. One by one, people gave their speeches. At some point, you realized that it was difficult for you to breathe. You tugged at Rachel's sleeve and whispered, Don't worry, I'll be right back. She squeezed your hand in encouragement and let go. Oh no, this is when it happens. But it's so pretty out here. Surely I won't get attacked out here by the sheep. You lay on the grass, breathing in the aroma of the spring flowers. The chapel was around the corner of the forest road. Hey, are you okay? You almost yelped in surprise. Alana, you scared the hell out of me. Wasn't on purpose, honest. I came to express my condolences and then I saw you run away. It got too stuffy in there. Elia sat down next to you on the grass. You miss her, don't you? You shook your head, looking for the right words. The word miss is an understatement. It's like finding out that a neighboring continent just sunk underwater. Days go by and I still can't grasp how absurd that sounds. Perhaps this is why I don't cry. It just hasn't settled in yet. Elia plucked a blade of grass and thoughtfully put it in his mouth. I know what you mean. I lost both my parents 10 years ago. I didn't cry for a month. I didn't even go back to the thought that they were dead. And then one day, I saw my dad's old shirt in the closet and it broke me. I cried nonstop for several weeks. I even stopped going to school. How did you get over it? A friend helped me, Dylan. He listened to me whine for 20 hours each day and sometimes smacked me across the head. It helped me. I can offer you the same. Minus the smacking part, of course, but I can listen to you. He invitingly opened his arms, turning to his side. Like, I don't want to say I don't think I'll pass, but at the same time, like, is this one of those situations where this is your way to get closer to people? Like, the whole Eliza and Dante situation? It's only 11 gems. Surely it can't be too much. Oh gosh, I swear if we kiss. I'm curious to see. Let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. I don't hear romantic music yet, so. Though I don't think I'll be able to cry right now. I don't feel like it. Without listening to your objections, he held you in his arms. His huge arms wrapped around you like two thick ropes. If you don't feel like it, then don't. But if you do, I'll be around. You felt a hot wave rise from within. Nope, tamp that down. You laughed in confusion, feeling a strange tension in your stomach. Pressed against his chest, you slowly exhaled, and then felt tears swell in the corners of your eyes. Oh, okay. You sobbed, again and again. Then the tears started flowing in one endless suffocating wave. Your shoulders shuddered, trembling. Elia began slowly rocking you from side to side, while pressing his chin against your forehead. You sobbed, mercilessly clutching his shirt, scratching his chest. Elia waited patiently as he ran his fingers through your hair. I loved her. I know. She was everything to me. I understand. I really want her back. You cried for a long time, from the bottom of your heart, without restraint and with little regard for how you looked. What seemed like an eternity later, the pain in your soul began to quiet down. Elia, as though sensing the change in your mood, loosened his grip. He took out a pack of paper napkins and handed them to you. Through tears and hiccups, you mustered the strength to smile. Are you always this well equipped? Well, I knew where I was going. You wiped your face, crumbling the napkins, and sobbed. I probably look awful right now. His long fingers raised your chin, forcing you to look him in the eyes. You look like a woman one wants to take care of. Oh my god. He needs to stop. But this is really cute though. And sad. Lay her into bed, tuck her in, make her a cup of tea. I love a cup of tea. His lips gently touched your forehead. By the way, that invitation still stands. I'll even agree to conduct the second session of our therapy. She laughed softly. I will consider your offer. Okay, yeah. See, that was really nice. Clouds floated above, casting a shadow at distant fields. You reluctantly got up on your elbow and looked up the road. It's time to go back. Elias shot a disapproving look at the road and stood up. Then he effortlessly helped you to your feet and even dusted off your dress. Aw. You look amazing in this dress. Akin to a flexible, dangerous panther.
Wow.
Curious comparison. I promise not to bite. He laughed and playfully winked. He gallantly offered you a hand and you politely took it. Oh. As you walked away, you felt like you were leaving a piece of your grief behind. Oh, that's good. It was nice and therapeutic for her. Yeah, I'm glad I took that option. Okay. A few days later, you were sitting in your office sorting papers. This makes me wonder, was the option with Alexander, was it? Because it was so expensive, I'm assuming it was romantic. I really am. Like, because I'm wondering, having a more in-depth ability about tying the ropes probably would come in handy. However, I'm just concerned that would have took a romantic turn. Especially from the music playing, you know what I mean? Like, the music really tells you, like, what's happening in the scene. Yeah. I think I made a good choice there. How did Auntie make sense of any of this? There was a knock on the door, however, this time nobody barged through straight away. That's always good. Then it's neither Sam nor Alexander. Oh, well, then that's not good. Come in. Melody, may I? I guess we haven't had a proper conversation with him, really, without thinking him suspect. So yeah, this is weird now. Yes, Frederick, have a seat. What can I do for you? I want to discuss something with you. Is this about the paintings, Alexander? I don't know what to put here. I don't know, like, will this help my relationship get better with Alexander? I'm trying to think about in terms of relationships, since they made that such a big deal. I'm trying to think in terms of relationships, you know? So I'm still gonna say the paintings. Okay. Whoop. It's good. No, I've already handed everything over to the Swedish police. They're taking care of it now. Besides, with Annette's deaths, everything's sort of lost its meaning. I wanted to talk about Annette and her plans regarding you and Alexander. Annette. Oh, Annette was his mom, right? No, his mom name was Olivia. Oh wait, Annette is my aunt. Oh my god.
Bruh.
I'm sorry, I'm so confused. Every time I think of Annette, I just think of Fire Emblem Three Houses. Ugh. I'm sorry. My brain is scattered. I'm so sorry. Her plans regarding you and Alexander. He set the papers aside just in case. What sort of plans? He raised his eyebrow, noticing the tension in your eyes. Wait, you think Annette saw Alexander as your fiancé? You can relax. Despite her habit of scolding you for the lack of a man, she never doubted you. She knew that you'd be able to stand for the inheritance, your own interests, as well as love. It's about something else, the business side of things. Do you know that in recent years Annette took an interest in shipbuilding? I heard something like that. I suggest to take Alexander's company as a base. We could educate its employees, provide a client base, and in return, I propose continuing to produce yachts under Alexander's brand. In essence, Annette will become a co-founder of his company. And in case of a crisis, she will provide the financial base. Right. A very curious plan. Does she agree to it? Yes, but for obvious reasons our plan fell apart. And now you suggest we go through with it? Not entirely. Until you get married, you won't be able to make full use of the inheritance. And you want to do something shady, make me marry Alexander? I'm curious, do you want to make the man let out a hearty laugh? I see my protege is always on your mind. Oh lord. You felt your cheeks flush red. I want to help you to acclimate to Annette's business. Why? Because the sooner you claim the inheritance, the sooner I get my contract. And if not, well, then I'm not losing much. I don't get why you would go through so much effort. Alexander isn't secretly your son, is he? I'm about ready to believe anything at this point. No, an interesting theory, but no. Let's just say I owe my life to his father. I wouldn't want to die with that debt still unpaid. Which also makes me think that they're going to go into more detail about his father next season. Maybe. I don't know. He stood up and winked at you. I don't want to rush you. I'll give you a couple of weeks to consider. You don't mind if we stay here while I wait for your decision? Of course not. The house has plenty of room for everyone. Frederick smiled, wished you a good night, and left. Can people wonder if I've missed a couple of choices for gaining authority, though? I don't know. I'll have to think about that. You rubbed your tired eyes. I think that's enough for today. I should probably grab a book from the library, get my mind off of things. I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop because Charles is not just gone, dude. I wonder if someone got to fixing the lock on the library door or if it's still getting jammed. It would be a good reason to check. You left the papers on the table and tiredly headed to the library. You wander along the shelves, looking through the titles. Wow, The Tales of Mother Goose? Auntie used to read them to me. You leaned down to take it out of the shelf when something heavy hit you in the back of the head and everything around you went dark. And here it is. You had some trouble regaining your senses. There was also a nasty metallic taste in your mouth. Through the haze of dizziness, you felt something pull your hands together. Oh! It's time right now to test whether or not we should only have a general knowledge or like a thorough knowledge. Let's see. You felt something pull your hands together. I'm being bound. Damn it. What to do? Slowly tense your muscles. Without giving away the fact that you woke up, you slowly tense the muscles on your hands and cup the hands. Try not to move too much. You press your palms to each other. A few minutes were spent waiting for the captor to finish clumsily tying you up. Okay, not a professional. You managed to loosen the rope. Yes. Clearly not Alexander. That makes me feel better for some reason. Yeah, that's true. The dizziness the dizziness was giving you the urge to vomit and you involuntarily swallowed. Your throat was painfully hoarse. Oof. Finally awake, are you? Freaking jerk. Okay, let's see how this is gonna go down. Finally awake, are you? This has to be the worst day of my life. You weren't watching me, weren't you? You knew that I would come to crack the safe in the library. Wait, you were watching me, weren't you? You knew that I would come to crack the safe in the library. I didn't know, but now I do. You've probably been waiting for a couple of days, huh? Uncle, you're out of your mind. Oh no, I'm sadder than all of you combined. Clearly not. This dude is paranoid as hell. He nervously glanced at the door. What's what I say? Then approached it and tried the handle. Stuck again? Nobody in this house wants to work at all, it seems. He sharply turned towards you. Especially you. Everything was always served on a silver platter to you. Just because it was, it didn't mean I wasn't working hard on my own. It's not like I just been sitting on my ass here, just waiting for a handout. You know what I mean? Auntie didn't mistreat you either. In fact, she paid off your gambling debts. After all I've done for her. After I helped her conceal her pregnancy, she had to. And then she stopped, said she wouldn't give me anything. You shook your head in confusion. Why did you kill her, Uncle? I didn't kill her. It was an accident. I got angry because I needed the money. I pushed her in, and she fell. There was so much blood. I tell you what, I believe that he believes that's what happened. And you know what I mean? Because, like, I believe that he's so... Because from the way that he described, you know, she wouldn't help him after, you know, he helped her conceal the pregnancy. That doesn't put her in a lifelong debt to you, though. You know what I mean? It's not like she just, like, threw you aside the first opportunity. You just kept going down this dark path. And she tried to help you, but, like, she had to try to help you a different way to make you learn that you can stand on your own. You can't just keep going down this. It's not good for you either. You know what I mean? So I don't think he's in a good mindset. So I do believe that he believes that's how things went down, even if they necessarily didn't. You don't have the guts to kill. Charles roared and slapped you across the face. Okay, that's not quite how I thought that was gonna go down. That hurt. You jerked, loosened the ropes even more. You don't know how to tie a proper knot, Uncle. I learned from better sadists than you. Oh my god. You licked your swollen lip and wheezed. What about the earring? What earring? Why did you attach the earring to the watch? You wanted to set up Dante and Eliza? Fool. I had no idea I'd meet you there in the forest. And Eliza is constantly losing her earrings. I order a new pair every month. And I gave them to her, while pretending that I found the old ones. I just had picked up the new pair and decided to take a stroll through the forest. He squatted down, looking into your eyes. And there you were, by yourself in the woods, next to a well. How was I supposed to know that you would grab both my watch and the earring? You wanted to kill me. For a moment he was silent, then he shook his head. No, I'd rather you simply disappeared. Everything will be so much easier, like taking money from your children. He looked up at one of the shelves. If you call for help, you're done for. He then left you alone, approaching the shelf and started fiddling with the wall panel. Looking for a safe? I had no idea that one was even here. You move your forearm, shaking off the rope. Invisible needles prick your hands as you slowly made your way under the table. Stop right there. What to do? Jump under the table? You shrieked and dove under the table. With the word Charles ran to the table. One of the lamps went flying towards the shelf. I should have killed you a long time ago. The lock is jammed. How do I get out? I need to call for help. I just need to dial a number and do it quickly. What to do? Trip him? Rage Charles at you. You were able to dodge his attack, trip him as he flew past you, and then immediately take out your phone. As he was falling, he managed to grab your hand and pull you down with him. Oh no! I really want to make some different choices. Hold up. I'm gonna try a few different options. Hold up. Okay, I'm cautiously optimistic. This sounds like romance music, dude. I'm telling you. Let's just try it. Because maybe I need to be a little more open-minded about these choices. I don't know. I want to see this professional. I never claimed to be one. But you're acting like you are. You make up with overconfidence with your lack of actual skills, don't you? Trying to throw me off balance, are we? Trying to understand why you're all bark and no bite. The rope gently slid in between your hands. You felt him weave knot after knot. Okay, this music sounds even worse. You felt him weave knot after knot, making them higher and higher up. Sure you can handle it? His icy eyes met yours. With one leisurely motion, he pulled the rope, thus pulling your forearms together. You tried tightening your muscles when he suddenly pressed his lips against yours. This hasn't gone the way that I wanted to. This is a bad idea. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back. Okay, so this is one of the spots where I want to try something a little bit different. Let's see if we can get something out of it, like a skill point or something. Allies. We try friends? Not that I'm trying to friend zone them. Let's try friends. I don't know. I kind of like it better than allies. And allies is also a good choice, I think. Maybe. I don't know if there's necessarily any bad choices. But one way to find out. Your relationship with the guys was improved. Okay, that's not good. That's not bad. Sounds a bit pretentious for my taste, but I like it. Once more, you started looking for familiar faces in the crowd. Okay. Also, I realized that this is the spot, the thing for authority, not for logic. I don't know why I was still thinking logic. I don't know. I guess we hadn't had a choice where we had to use our authority yet, so that was really funny. But yeah, I realized that. Now we're back into the action. Just go ahead and try to play through the sequence again. So slowly tense our muscles. Okay, we know that much. Yeah, cup our hands. I've managed to loosen the rope. Great. Yeah, watching me. He's kind of crazy. He's freaking out. Stuck in here. Yeah, he's complaining about Auntie. An accident. Yeah, sure. I believe you. Whatever. He smacks me or whatever. Yeah. Okay. We're asking about the earring with Eliza and buying new ones. I think he actually really does love his kids, though. Little does he know he's about to lose them too, though. Not if I can help it. I'll change that, but it's not like I can do that right here in this one episode, though. Disappeared. Okay. Alright, so he's doing that. I'm getting out. I stop right there, and then I'm going to jump on the table again. That seems to be fine. Dove under the table. Killed you long ago. How do I get out? I need to call for help. Okay. To dial a number quickly and just do it. I definitely don't want to take out my phone. Tripping him didn't work, so I'm trying to throw in a book. Having done a bit to the side, you grabbed a random book from the shelf. Don't come near or I'll hit you. In a rage, Charles charged at you. Charles charged at you. You squeezed in fear as you threw the book directly in his face. Oof, it hit him on the nose. He staggered and grabbed at his nose while you took out your phone. Come on. You dialed Sam, but he wasn't picking up the phone. Charles started slowly regaining his senses. Suddenly, smoke started filling the room. He looked around, trying to figure out where it was coming from, and when you turned towards the table, the shelf caught fire. The lamp! Charles, you set fire to the library, you moron! I will kill you. With another squeal, you rushed across the room along the shelves. Oh no, the books! Oh no, it's my dream to have a library in my house and he destroyed the books! You see that back wall over there? You can kind of see my bookshelf a little in the corner right there. I want to fill that my whole wall there with 2 double bookshelves. We measured it and I can fit 2 bookshelves. I know I'm gonna get back to the story, I promise. But seriously, I love books. This is, that's so painful to look at. Charles, this is why I was mad about the shelves of St. Four when they burned down the library. Sorry. Charles was close behind you, spewing threats and curses. The smoke filled the room at an alarming rate. The books easily lit up. Damn it, no, I can't die here. Suddenly there was a thud on the door. Melody, are you there? I'm here. Shut up. We knocked on the door, still clear from it. Meanwhile, the entire room was on fire and was filling with smoke. Oh my god, smoke inhalation. You were running around, dodging the burning books, falling from above. At this moment, Charles seemed the least of your worries. The door was sustaining violent blows in the meantime. Oh, damn it all to hell. Your head was spinning. It was getting harder to breathe. From somewhere to your right, you heard a ringing noise. The temperature knocked out the window. You took a couple more steps and fell, unable to fight the dizziness. Oh my god. Strange images flashed before your eyes. There was Auntie Annette setting a paper boat afloat on the river and starting to laugh. Then there was the grinning Alexander and Sam frowning at him. Rachel happily putting a piece of omelet in her mouth. Stars. So many stars. And your body flying towards them. He did not burn down my house. Oh my god. Someone's rough but firm hands holding your back. You tried to raise your head, but for some reason it kept falling back down. Oh my gosh. This is nuts. That's my house, on fire. The mansion was engulfed in flames. People stood nearby looking at the fire. Somewhere in the distance shrieked the siren of a fire engine. My home is on fire, Auntie. Our home burns. They did not leave the season on a cliffhanger. Have they ever done that before with any of the other series? Son of a biscuit. Son of an absolute biscuit case. Oh my gosh. I can't believe they ended that on a cliffhanger. What are we gonna do now? Well, I guess that gives you more story for season 2. Oh my gosh. That sucks, dude. Wow. Congratulations on completing all the seasons of episode. More love, adventure, and romance await you now in the first episode of the new season. But it's in development! But I love that Sam is in there. He looks sexy. Dude! Where are we now? What is that? Am I like with some lake house? Your life just made another sharp turn. Aren't you glad you have allies by your side? Dude, oh my gosh. In development, they really left it on the cliffhanger. Like, it's not just like, we're gonna continue the season cliffhanger. No, the series finale, the season finale was a cliffhanger. Dude, that's crazy. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. But we completed season 1. I like the look of this one, this picture better than this one. Oh my god. Okay, I guess we're done, dude. Oh my gosh. So, but I have so many questions. Like, what happened to Charles? Like, did he die in the fire? Did they get him out too? Is he arrested? Or what? What is going down? I don't even know. But I know I need to replay season 1 because I want to figure out how to make Dante and Eliza stay. I figure the more people we have around us as allies, the better. And we're using our authority to, you know, make a good impression on those business partners. So, and we're talking about business with Frederick as well. So that does mean, like, also in season 2, we're gonna start taking on a business role with Auntie's, you know, her whole company or whatever, legacy, whatever she left behind. That'll be interesting. Figure out seeing Alex in his working perspective, because we haven't seen him do any actual work despite running a company apparently. Yeah, like, are we gonna look into what happened with his father? They're gonna elaborate on that or something like that? Or is that gonna be the new mission or something? I don't know. I have a lot of ideas and theories, but yeah, leave your ideas and theories down in the comments for sure. Let me know, because that was crazy. That was crazy. Okay, but I like the story. They make some strange choices sometimes, but yeah, I do like the story. And that whole scene with Elia was really heartwarming. That was really heartwarming. I like Elia a lot now. Even though he has some shady stuff, I'm pretty sure, at that casino. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this season, go ahead and show that like button some love. I'll subscribe to see more content like this, and hopefully when they release season 2 for us. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!